When you reduce the price of sex to nothing, the price of sex becomes nothing. Now, I like a good sale, but even a sale gets tiring, less exciting if it's there all year round. In a study of over 24,000 people, I saw him first. He's all mine. You can't have him. No, I saw him first. I saw him first. I saw him first. Now have several seats. Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. It's your host, Angie. Today we're not going to even ramble. We're getting straight to the point. If you can't tell, I came on heat today. If you can't already tell by the title, I came in hot because we're going to discuss something that's been on my mind for a while. We're going to spill it. Speaking of spill, I've got a little glass of bubbles. No, it's not champagne or Prosecco. I don't like Prosecco. It's a little cheeky glass of white wine. I thought I'll switch it up today, you know. ASMR. All right, let's get straight into it. As I've been doing lately, I start off my podcast with some Reddit story that's somewhat related to what I want to speak about. And maybe next week we'll do a Am I the Asshole story. So this is from r/relationship advice. And the title goes as thus. How do I, male 28, tell my African girlfriend, female 29, that she doesn't have to do stuff for me? Now, when I first read this, I thought, why did he make it a thing to say African girlfriend? But it comes into context. It's not for nothing. I'm an American and I moved 1 year ago to a country in Southern Africa called Zambia for work. I met this beautiful girl at the food market and immediately hit it off with her. We've been dating for 6 months now. Good for you guys. I consider myself a feminist and I'm a firm believer in women's rights. From dating American women to having an African girlfriend, I've noticed a huge difference. I like how she treats me, but I feel guilty and feel like one of those monsters that have had a hand in oppressing women. Firstly, she's educated, she's a lawyer, but also an amazing cook. We don't live together, but we spend a lot of time in each other's house. I work longer hours than her, so she's usually home earlier than me. Now, I notice things like whenever she comes to my house while I'm at work, she'll do my laundry, clean my shoes, clean my apartment, and cook for me, despite coming home from work tired. If she will not be available for an entire week, she'll cook a week's worth of food and freeze it. She makes me little snacks and gives me massages. I can't cook. The food here is amazing, so I don't mind ordering food every day. I told her this, first of all, the guy must be loaded. I told her this, but she said she would rather cook for me. I don't want to seem like an arrogant American or like I'm ungrateful, but I see women as an equal. Women here can work and be CEOs of big companies without any trouble, but the traditional household is still a thing. CEOs will come home and do wifey duties, which I think is outdated and unfair. I appreciate everything she does for me. I enjoy her food a lot, but my conscience is killing me. How do I tell her to stop? You don't? Okay. Let's talk about this. I rate this guy's girlfriend. I will not be cooking and cleaning for you. My future husband. Maybe when I get the ring, I might do a little bit of cooking here and there. But let's just start off with she's amazing. He makes that clear, which I appreciate about, his post. It makes that very clear that, she's a beautiful woman, but she works hard, she cooks well. It's like, God damn it, just marry her already. She's every woman. She really is every woman. But Why does this make him so uncomfortable? That's what we're going to get into today. I have to start off by saying, of course, I support feminism. Of course, feminism is a good thing. Women having rights, women being able to vote, women having jobs, women being in positions of power, women being independent, making their own money, doing great things. Of course, I support that. Who wouldn't? But I think we've taken it a little bit too far. We've taken it a step too far and not in the right way. Not in the right way at all. This Reddit post sort of brings to light what I've been thinking for a while now. And honestly, it really captures it very nicely. Very, very nicely. What I want to point out here is she said she would rather cook for me. I've pointed this out that I'd rather order food, but she said she would rather cook for me. The fact that she's doing this out of love, no one's forcing her to do it. She's doing it out of the goodness of her heart. Most likely our upbringing, being in an African country has a lot to do with it. I was born in Nigeria. I was practically raised to be a wife. Ever since I was young, since I could remember, I've been told, what are you going to do when you get to your husband's house? Is this how you're going to be cleaning when you get to your husband's house? Is this how you're going to be cooking when you get to your husband's house? Guess what? I'm not even cooking and cleaning for myself. I live with my sister right now and I cannot be bothered half the time. And I think that's the part of feminism we need to hold on to. The choice, the autonomy, the fact that we can choose to do these things when we want to, but when we don't want to, we shouldn't. Equality, that's the part of feminism we should hold on to. Being able to just be ourselves, being able to be seen as equals to men, being able to be seen as worthy just as men are, being able to walk around, aspire and dream big just as men do, to have that big dick energy, to have the audacity that men do, the audacity of men. That's what I think feminism is. Just that freedom and choice and bravery to just be who we want to be. But that's not what modern feminism is anymore. Modern feminism has gone way too left. Way to the left. And it's lost its plot. It's entirely lost its plot. Nowadays, when you talk about modern feminism, it's all about, my body, my choice. Yes, of course, your body, your choice, but also use common sense. What do I mean by this? Sexual liberation. I think casual sex has killed romance. Casual sex has entirely killed romance. Casual sex is a consequence of this sexual liberation and the extreme liberal left side of feminism. That's the loudest noise right now when you think of feminism. I can buy myself flowers. I can do everything men can do. I don't need a man. I'm an independent, strong woman. Nobody can tell me nothing. I can do whatever I want with my body. I can wear whatever I want. Yeah, literally that is true. Yes, of course you can do and be and wear whatever you want and do what you want. Your body, your choice. But use common sense. These days, you hear women say things like, I prefer to split the bills 50-50 with a man. I'm not going to let a man pay for me because I don't want him to think that he owes me or that I owe him anything. What if I get home and I decide I don't like him, then I'm going to feel bad that I've spent his money and I owe him something. But it's the same women that would invite a guy to her house, her space, on a first date and take off her clothes. Now, that on its own, do you? I don't inherently object to that. I don't. That's the truth. Whether or not you believe it based on what I'm saying, I don't. If you really just truly enjoy sex, then go for it. But what I don't understand, what I can't seem to piece together is the fact that you would openly, gladly allow this man you just met into your space, into your house, into your body, but you wouldn't spend his money. You won't take a cup of coffee from him. That makes you feel uncomfortable. Allowing a man to treat you, accepting a man's chivalry, opening doors for you. Oh no, I can do it by myself. I can take care of myself. But not the other way around. You're letting essentially strangers into your home. all in the name of liberation. Is that really true liberation? And I'm going to back this up with science, okay? Because research shows that men are having a great time out here. They're having fun. They're having the best time with sexual liberation. They're having the best time with modern day feminism. Men are benefiting more from casual sex than women are. In a study of over 24,000 people, 46% of women reported feeling bad, regret, guilty, rejection, just an overall sense of dissatisfaction after casual sex, compared to what? 23% of men. So half of women, approximately half of women that engage in casual sex regret it. They feel bad afterwards. And yet, the voice of sexual liberation, the voice of I can sleep with whoever I want, is so loud. It's so loud out here. Now, the point is not that you can sleep with whoever you want. The point is, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Do you actually enjoy it? Do you actually feel good afterwards? Who is this benefiting? Men. They've lied to you. You've been entirely lied to. You think you're doing this in the name of female empowerment, but really what you're doing is driving the power, because sex is powerful. There is power in sex. That is the truth. Sex is powerful. It's a currency. Sex is powerful. It's intimate. You're exchanging chemicals. You're having a bond, okay? And the thing is, men pursue sex a lot more. There's no amount of sexual liberation that women can aspire to that would be as much as men. Okay, because this same study actually showed that 16% of women, only 16% of women regretted not pursuing a sexual encounter, compared to what? 43% of men. So not only do men enjoy casual sex more, not only do short-term relationships, favor them more, they also regret not chasing it more. They really are having a good time out here. So think again, who is this truly benefiting? Now, there's a caveat to this study, which I actually enjoyed reading. It says that there's a link between the intention in having casual relationships and the dissatisfaction that you feel afterwards. So, of the 23% of men that reported feeling bad after casual encounters, after casual relationships, it's actually because the reason why they pursued casual sex in the first place was detrimental. A lot of these men that regretted it pursued it because of peer pressure, because they were feeling bad about themselves, they were feeling lonely. So these are the kind of men you're sleeping with. They're not even sleeping with you because they like you or they're attracted to you. They're sleeping with you to make themselves feel better. Now, I say sleeping with you like only men initiate. Wrong. Women initiate sex too. And that's the interesting part of this study. This study actually showed that when a woman is the initiator, when she does it out of like her own autonomy, when she does it because she actually craves it, because she actually enjoys it, there's a direct correlation between that and the feeling afterwards. So, do you see where I'm getting to here? Do you see where I am going with this? If and only if you actually genuinely, deep down in your heart, feel like this is what you want to do, this is what your body is calling for, this is what you truly enjoy, then do it. But if you're doing this just to seem cool, just to appeal to the man, just to appeal to his ego, or you're trying to get him into a relationship that he doesn't want to be in, or all in the name of feminism because you think that that's what it's supposed to be, or we're in a world now that, there's actually something funny that I read recently. Apparently in 1992 there was some kind of act, an amendment to the act in New York, to the penal code, that said that women can walk around braless now in New York. I've been to New York, I think 2 times. I've never seen people walking around braless. I've never seen people walking around. I've never seen women just walking around braless, like nude. And allegedly, the reason why this came into place was because of some kind of feminist movement where they're saying if men can walk around without a shirt on, why can't women? And I don't know how, but they allowed this. And what I'm trying to get at is you don't really see people walking around naked, braless in New York. Why? It's because just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because you can walk around naked in public doesn't mean you should. Just because you can do whatever you want with your body doesn't mean you should. I really don't want this to come across as me saying you shouldn't be in casual relationships. But think about it, because what you do actually affects other women out there. If men can get sex willy-nilly anywhere they want, how many of you have had men say, I'm not really looking for anything serious right now, or let's just go with the flow. That's their favorite on Bumble. Ooh, they love going with the flow like a river on there. They love going with the flow and just flying in the wind and drifting with the wind aimlessly on there. Go with the flow. Or verbatim, they just tell you, I just want to hook up. Like, I just want sex. They're not even shy anymore. They're just being openly and blatantly shameless about it. You know what I mean? And of course you can do this if it's what you want. But if you're just doing it because it's sort of the norm, it's just the cultural thing right now to just do casual relationships, stop it. Because if these men are getting sex willy-nilly, easy peasy, easily attainable, why would they commit to a relationship? Casual sex is ruining dating. It's ruining romance. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. And I know there's a lot of women that have a crazy phase when they're young, when they're teenagers, when they're in their early 20s, whatever. We've all been there. But it gets to a point where common sense has to kick in. You have to really think, especially if you get into the age where you want to be taken seriously. I'm not the most traditional girl out there. Nope, not by any means. But I'm also not the most crazy about liberalism and all this hyper-feminist idealism. I am not. I don't agree with all of it. Because at the end of the day, the truth is that if you can get the cow for free, why would you buy it? If you can milk it for free, why would you buy it? If you're getting something for free, why would you pay for it? It's common sense. It's human nature. Something that's scarce is seen as more expensive. It's seen as more valuable. It's why expensive stores, they'll just put out like 10 items so that it can be sold out quickly, and then they can have it on their website saying sold out, and then you're building that excitement and anticipation for the new stock. They have it in stock. They're just putting sold out there because they want to build that enthusiasm and anticipation for when they upload the next batch. That's the way it works. That's how market works. And it's not different in dating. It's not different at all. You are lowering the price of sex when you engage in casual sex way too easily. Again, I have to emphasize, if it's what you truly enjoy, do it. But don't do it just to do it. Because the truth is, romance is dead. It's maybe not fully dead. It's nearly dead. It's ridiculous what the state of things are right now. Like, men don't even want to do anything for you anymore. They just want to split bills and then eat their cake and have it too. I don't understand. Where are we winning here as women? Where are we winning? We're going to work, coming back tired, cooking and cleaning, like the Reddit post, said. She's cooking for a man, cleaning, taking care of him. And imagine if she's still splitting bills 50-50 with him. Like, where are we winning? And the thing is, I love the post so much because it really shows you what a good woman is like. Like, a truly good woman would take care of you. And a good woman doesn't come in one mold. That's an example of a good woman. But another example is a woman that would order Uber Eats for you, order pizza for you, and that's the kind of good woman I am. I'll order pizza, let's eat. I'll order Chinese food, let's eat. I'll take care, maybe not clean your house and do your laundry. I'll give you a massage. I'll treat you every now and then to a massage, make you breakfast. I think the essence of feminism is that equality and equity, the ebb and flow, the, give and take. It's not just about doing the same things that men can do and trying to be men. I don't want to be a man. Do you want to be a man? Do you want to go to war? Do you want to do construction and be outside in the cold buildings? Do you want to take out the trash? I don't want to take out the trash. I think it's a man's job to take out the trash. Every time I have to take out the trash, I'm actually annoyed inside, deep down. I don't like taking out the trash. I just think men and women are so different. And the fact that we're trying to be men and trying to just like tighten that gap between our men and women. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't love it. I don't love the way we're going right now with this old feminism movement. So bringing it back to casual sex or casual relationships, the truth is that women don't enjoy it half as much as men do. Literally half as much as men do. That is what statistics show. And you can't mess with data. You can't fight with data. So what that means is that really, really you're not happy. Deep down, you're not happy. The numbers are showing that you're not happy. Because even evolutionarily speaking, women have a higher risk. There's a higher risk attached to casual relationships for women than it is for men. Because why? We have the risk of pregnancy. With short-term relationships, there's that risk that your man can just wander off any day and then you're left with that burden. No partner, no support. Women have that higher risk just evolutionarily and biologically. The fact that we have to bear the burden of childbirth and carrying the baby in the first place. I've spoken about this a lot in my past podcast episodes. Like, we have so much more to lose. So wake up, get up and think. Men can have a higher number of casual relationships because it's more desirable to them in the first place, first of all, and it's more enjoyable to them because they have less to lose. I forgot about my wine because I was getting all heated. I feel like there's such a outright rejection now of a old school masculine man, of a traditional masculine man. And why? Why are we trying to make men into women? And why, as we women, are we trying to become men? Why are we trying to become men? There's actually studies that show that the best romantic relationships are the ones where there's equal amount of feminine energy and masculine energy. Both as a yin and yang thing where, the woman has more feminine energy, the man has more masculine energy, but also that the woman has both masculine and feminine traits and the man has both masculine and feminine traits. We shouldn't try and overpower the femininity and the masculinity in either way. We shouldn't. We should allow men to exude that masculinity, and we as women, let's just sit in our femininity and enjoy it. Just bask in it. We're so beautiful. We don't realize our power. Oh my God, like when I walk down the street of Manchester in the UK, not Manchester, America, Manchester, UK, when I walk down the street, I see so many beautiful women. I am in awe sometimes of the beauty of women. It's like we don't realize our power. Besides sex, we have so much beauty in us. We just, oh my God, women are so beautiful. Women are just full of life and energy, and like, I just love to see beautiful women. I just love walking around and just looking at how beautiful women are, and it's like we don't see it. You go to clubs and you see girls crying in the bathroom from some useless guy that doesn't even shower. That just hurts my soul. And why is she crying so much? It's because she slept with him after one date or two. You know what I mean? She barely knew him. She slept with him to try and keep him. She slept with him because it's just what girls do now. Her friends are doing it. It seems cool. Not because she actually wants to. And now she's caught feelings because oxytocin, we're bonding. We're bonding with this man in a way that they're not bonding with us through sex. We're creating emotional attachments to people that don't deserve it. They don't deserve us. They're not worth the time. We're not taking our own time to think and evaluate and give these men the space to be men, prove themselves, court us, be romantic. Ooh, where has the romance gone? Casual relationship has killed romance. I will keep saying that. Men don't open the doors as much as for us as they used to. Like, there's some men I've gone out with and they open the door and I'm like, oh, that's nice. And I think, why does this feel so strange? Because not many people do it. It's just the truth. And do I need the door open for me all the time? No. When it's done, do I enjoy it? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Do I feel like, oh, okay. I feel good. And let's just appreciate that. When men do things that are seen as traditional or old school, it feels good as women to receive this. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just bask in it and enjoy it. Let's not crucify men for doing traditionally masculine traits. So let's celebrate our similarities and embrace our differences. Allow men to be vulnerable, of course. Allow men to be vulnerable, but don't stop them from paying on dates, or don't stop them from opening the door for you, or don't stop them from saying, it'll be nice if my girlfriend cooked for me. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? If the woman wanted to be in the kitchen and clean and cook and take care of her man, as long as the man is doing something in return, as long as it feels like there's a good balance there. It's all about balance. I really enjoyed reading that Reddit story because you can see there that this guy really feels uncomfortable because of how far feminism is taking it. He shouldn't. Why should he feel bad for being treated respectfully and decently? It shouldn't feel bad. It should really just like enjoy it. Let's go back to the good old days and take from, modern femininity what's actually good about modern femininity. Let's take the good parts and just trash the bad part. Trash it. Because at the end of the day, you're single for a reason. I said this in my last episode that you can go watch right now. And I'll see you again next week. Bye.